Good afternoon and welcome to St John's. Today I'm standing next to the font in the west end of the cathedral. It's a beautiful spring afternoon and the light is streaming through the Millennium window, bathing this beautiful space with rainbows. First, some really good news to announce in this week's update, and that is that from Saturday the 19th of September we're going to commence a 5 p.m. Eucharist. You'll be aware that since COVID-19 came upon us, we haven't been able to have the 5 o'clock Eucharist on a Sunday evening. The cleaning requirements and the way that the service butts Evensong made it impossible for us to comply with health regulations and offer that service. We've been able to work out how to offer a similar Eucharist on a Saturday evening. So that's going to start on the 19th of September. Please make that known amongst members of our community and beyond. I'm sure there are people out there who don't belong to our community yet who would love to come to church on a Saturday evening. To begin with, the service will be very similar in style to the service we've formerly had on a Sunday evening, and that'll be a simple said Eucharist. But over time we hope to experiment with what else we can do as part of that worship. Another great happening in the cathedral in the next couple of weeks is the annual Peace Lecture. For a long time we thought the Peace Lecture wouldn't go ahead this year, but given the current COVID arrangements and our audio-visual capacity, we've been able to bring together the annual Peace Lecture. I'm really excited by the fact that Gillian Triggs, who used to be the President of the Human Rights Commission here in Australia and now works for the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, she's the Deputy Commissioner for Protection and based in Geneva. Gillian will be giving this year's lecture. She will be doing that remotely. One of the strengths of the times in which we're operating is that we can actually have hybrid events, and so there will be people in the cathedral, there'll be people joining us on YouTube, there'll be Gillian joining us from Geneva and other people from across the world, so it's a wonderful thing. So that's on Monday the 21st of September. You'll find details of how to book your place or how to watch on YouTube on the cathedral's What's On page. As I've mentioned previously, that What's On page is really key at the moment. It's where we place everything that's happening in the cathedral. It's also the place where we record updates. As you know, COVID-19 is proving to be a unique experience, and so from time to time we have to update details of events, and you'll find the most accurate and up-to-date details on the cathedral's What's On page. Another event that's coming up in the life of the cathedral is the next of our trivia nights. That will be offered on Zoom, so you'll find details of how to register and how to participate on the cathedral's What's On page. Usually the month of September is Pride Month here in Brisbane. This year Pride Month has been postponed until November, but as is our practice during the month of September, we are supporting through our outreach, through offerings program, an LGBTIQ plus affirming organisation. This year the organisation is Wendy Bird. You'll find full details of Wendy Bird and the outreach project on the front page of the cathedral website in the news section. Wendy Bird exists to build inclusive and safe communities, and in that way affirms the values that we hold dear here in this place, where we also seek to build an affirming and safe community. So I commend the outreach through offerings project for September to you and I hope you'll be able to help us support the work of Wendy Bird. A few weeks ago we announced that the shop is once again open on a regular basis for trade. You'll find the details of the opening hours on the Cathedral website. They do change from time to time, tending to expand rather than contract, but you'll find the current details on the Cathedral website at any stage. One of the projects we embarked on just before COVID-19 hit with the assistance of Richard James, who's now assistant priest at Redcliffe, but formerly a theological student here. The project we embarked on was to develop some specific St John's stock, and we've had 3 artists working on that project with us. The new stock has arrived, and to give us some behind-the-scenes details of the artistic endeavours, we're making short videos featuring each of those artists. The first of those videos, featuring the work of Rebecca Holland, has now been released and can be seen on our YouTube channel. You'll find a link to that video on the Cathedral website. One of the relationships we hold dear here at St John's is our relationship with St Francis College, the community of people who live there, and also the community of the Way, the intentional community based at St Francis College. One of the endeavours that the college and its community has undertaken in the last little while is to develop Baruna Farm. It's actually a way of reconditioning or recycling the old tennis courts. Baruna Farm's mission is to grow food and community with people who are nutritionally vulnerable, and so much of the produce they produce goes to the Romero Centre to further its work with refugees and people seeking asylum. Members of our community are part of the Baruna Farm community and help to manage the farm. The farm has at the moment an excess of tomato plants, and so on Sunday we will be offering tomato plants, 2 for $5, and also eggs. Baruna Farm has some chickens who've really started to lay, and so one of the ways that you can assist the work of the Baruna Farm is on Sunday to buy tomato plants or to buy some eggs. And it's a great thing for us to be associated with that fantastic endeavour of building community and of showing practical support to those who are less fortunate than ourselves. Community celebrations. This coming week we say happy birthday to Rachel Field and to Julie Rogan. We pray for them, that wonderful gift, the gift of community, friendship and cake that comes with a birthday. It's been wonderful to have increasing numbers at worship over the past few weeks. The cathedral really does feel enlivened again. It's also wonderful that we can continue to connect with those who need to stay home through the gift of YouTube. We're delighted that Cowes has returned to the life of the cathedral. I commend to you the Season of Creation exhibition, which is currently displayed in the north aisle of the cathedral, as we keep this increasingly important season in the life of the church. Thank you for your gift of encouragement, for the suggestions that are coming forward as to how we might craft our life and enhance our life. Once again, I commend to you the new Eucharist that's coming up on the 19th of September. Thank you for your ongoing prayers and support. Peace be with you.